Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. This is the Note 10. The problem on it is the charging port. So when I plug it in charge, it shows me like that the phone it shows this sign. So I did already clean the charging port very well, and now I'm charging it only with the wireless charger. And today I'm going to show you how to replace the charging port on it. So this is the charging port. I ordered it from eBay. It's like $10, I think, or something around that. I think $14. You may get it cheaper. And to do this job, we will need some tools. We will need Phillips screwdriver, double sticky adhesive, a nice semi, a cutter, plastic like this. Make sure it's thin, a glove, and a heat gun. I'm using this one. All right, so let's put these tools aside, and we will put the glove on. And what we're gonna do, and you will need the charging port also. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna heat up the back glass for a couple minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes, according to it depends how much your heat gun is hot. Just spread the heat all over the edges here. Alright, so I think it's hot enough now. By the way, this problem happens because some water gets inside here. It was just moisture, but it caused this problem. So what I did, I cleaned the charging port, but it's still doing the same problem. So after the back is hot enough, I'm just gonna use the IC semi, and they will make a small gap here carefully. I'm not gonna wiggle or pray up or anything. I'm just gonna make a gap here, and that's it. As you see, this is the gap, carefully, because this is glass, and if you lift up a little bit or you move this, you may break the back. Now we're gonna insert this plastic here instead of and I will remove this one. I don't need it. Don't use this one to pray up, because you're gonna break the glass. So now I have only the plastic. So what I'm gonna do, I will just pass this all around the edges here until I release this back glass. If you feel like it's very hot, very hard to remove it, you can add more heat. All right, so my part is removed. So make sure, let me remove this one first. Sometimes if you put this one inside here, it may stuck here underneath this cable. You see this cable here, and you may put this part here, and you slide, then you cut this part. So you need to be very careful. Don't cut this one. You need to be you need to slide this plastic on the top, not in the bottom here. So you need to be extremely careful to not cut this cable. And also it may stuck here on the other side, and you may damage the wireless charging part. Alright, so we remove the back glass. Now what I'm gonna do, I will open all the screws here on this part. So let's do it. I'm using the Phillips screwdriver. This is one, this is two. All these screws are the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. Alright, so I remove all the screws. Now I'm going to use this IC semi, and they will pray up this little part here. You can just flip it to the back like this, or you can remove, because it has an adhesive here, we can remove it from the adhesive. So I'm just gonna Okay, so it's not easy to remove, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. No, let me remove it. Alright, so let's separate this carefully. Alright, so remove this part. Now we have this one, we can lift it up this way. We're gonna work only on this part here, but I forgot to turn off the phone, so let me turn it off first. So I'm gonna hold this, power off, power off. Alright, so now the phone is off. I think it's better also to disconnect the battery while I'm working on this, but I'm not gonna do it. Just I'm gonna disconnect these cables that are giving the power to this leather part in the bottom. So now there is nothing coming to here. So what I'm gonna do, I have 3 screws here. This 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna use these tweezers and lift up this part, and that's it. I removed it. So now we're gonna use the new part, and we will just insert it here. Before that, let me just inspect this little part here and see if there is any water damage or any signs of liquid there. There is nothing. So I think I'm good to install the new part. Alright, so I'm gonna put the screws back. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so now I'm gonna connect this cable here and this one here, and then I will put this part back. So now I'm putting the screws. Alright, so everything is good. Let me test it again. Hopefully now it's working, because if the water damage sign is somewhere in the motherboard, it may not work. So let me plug it. Alright, it's charging. Alright, as you see, it's charging normal. So now what I'm gonna do, I will put the adhesive around the edges here. If you don't have this adhesive, the adhesive which is on the back cover, if it's not damaged, it should be enough to glue down the back cover and stick very well. But it's better to add more adhesive, because this don't count on it in case you don't have a case to hold it. So that's why I'm just gonna put adhesive to make sure that my back cover will stick very well. So this double sticky adhesive, you can get it from the internet. It's like $5. You can get something like this, bigger than this. You can use it for mini phones. And now I'm gonna use this cutter to cut the adhesive exactly or evenly with the edges. This is the little part. Okay, I mean this is the first part. And this is another part. Alright, so let me put another strip here. Always make sure that the adhesive is inside the edge, not overlapping it. Then another strip on this side here. And the last one here. Just gonna make sure that this adhesive sticks very well. I'm gonna use this plastic to make sure it sticks very well. Alright, so now everything is good. I'm gonna remove the plastic which is covering the adhesive. That's why they call this adhesive the double sticky, because it has two sides. One on the top, one in the bottom. So now I'm just gonna make sure that this part is aligned here. And let it go. And that's it. Let me test the phone one more time. And voila, it's charging, as you see. I hope that you learned something from me. If you do, please hit the thumbs up. This will help me a lot. Don't just watch the video and leave. Please hit the thumbs up, and I will be very I will appreciate it. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and have a wonderful time. Peace.